Could there be alternate costumes coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as DLC? Well, let's talk all about it. Block content. What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today, and we get to talk about something that we haven't been talking about for the longest time, because of course, as running up to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming out way back when, right, we were talking about what is going to be possible in the game in terms of these costumes, right? Are alternate costumes coming to the game? Well, of course, we found out rather quickly when the game came out, well, there isn't really anything like that in Smash Bros. Ultimate at this point. But right now, there are rumors going around and people have been making really great, cool mock-ups that talk about these awesome alternate costumes for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, something that I've been looking forward to seeing for the longest time, and there's so many great costumes in here that already have a really big part of my imagination, but I'm also going to guide you guys through alternate costumes that I think have to be a part of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. But I also think that there are also a lot of Echo fighters that could potentially fit that same build. I mean, if you think about characters that kind of could be the same character but will need a different voice, like Funky Kong, right? I mean, you could really give Funky Kong his own original moveset, but if you made him a Donkey Kong clone or Echo fighter and kind of just changed the voice, that would also, for a lot of people, be enough for that representation. Well, there's other characters like that, and I wanted to take you guys through all of that information in today's episode. I mean, it's so cool to think about the fact that we might be getting alternate costumes down the line, because of course, right now, we have these awesome, huge DLC packs with new characters that Sakurai has to meticulously create from scratch, right? They work really hard to get either the rights for characters or, do them justice in the game, but now we also get to really focus down on stages, spirits, and other stuff like that. But if you don't have to focus on stuff like that, right, if it's just alternate costumes, that'd be very, interesting and easy for Sakurai to add. And of course, I've also been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Block, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content yourself? Whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next episode. Well, I wanted to talk today about these incredibly cool alternate costumes, and well, before we say anything, these are incredibly amazing, but yes, they are actually not real. These things are made by a fan, and even though they look amazing and they look really genuine, these are made by the person that is actually on the copyright here. It's at koopas.cool cartoon. So please go check out that account because this person is making some incredibly cool art. Now, this originally comes from Game Rant and was posted by Skylar Cohen, and it says Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fans create exciting alternate costume concept. So try and say that 3 times fast, right? Alternate costume concepts. Dedicated Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fans come up with creative ideas for potential costume downloadable content for already present characters. And that is a big deal, right? The idea that you don't have to develop crazy new insane characters and models and stuff like that, but you just have to add stuff on top of a model that's already there in the game. And I think that games like Project M did it incredibly well. If you think back on the costumes that were in Project M, people really outdid themselves there. Well, it goes on to say that a few Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fans and artists have imagined some potential alternate costumes that could be sold as DLC. While the game focuses on adding new fighters as DLC, these costumes are filled with clever references and would likely delight anyone who mains each character. By default, each Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character has 8 possible outfits from which to choose. For some fighters, such as Luigi, all 8 options are just recolors of each other. Some other fighters have more variety in their outfits. For example, Mario gets his normal outfit and one based on his wedding outfit from Super Mario Odyssey, and yes, he also gets the Mario Maker costume, while Cloud Strife gets outfits based on both the original Final Fantasy VII and its film sequel, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Some characters even go further to have completely different models in place of different clothes, such as Pikmin 3 protagonist Alf as an alternate stand-in for Olimar. The fan art, compiled from the work of several artists credited in comment attached to that original post, that imagines a new DLC pack composed of alternate costumes for several fighters. These include Mario's blocky appearance from Super Mario 64, and even Bowser's wedding outfit from Super Mario Odyssey. The other outfits make more obscure references. These include stuff like Toon Link's conductor outfit from The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, which is also of course in the game, the version of Cloud that appears in Kingdom Hearts, which is incredible, that sword looks so good, then the boxer outfit that King K. Rool wears as the final boss of Donkey Kong 64, and the black Yoshi color variant that was introduced in Yoshi's Story that didn't make its way into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Well, of course, it's easy to imagine a large number of additional costumes building on the few provided. If the game decided to add more retro costumes in the style of Super Mario 64 appearance, for example, there could be a lot to choose from. These could range from the angular version of Sonic seen in Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast to the chibi version of Joker seen in Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth for the Nintendo 3DS. While on the other hand, Toon Link could get some costumes from a game made well after Spirit Tracks, the 3DS game Triforce Heroes, where dressing up in various over-the-top outfits was an important game mechanic. It's unlikely costumes like this will ever appear in the game, however. The only costume DLC the game has received is for its Mii fighters, and to be fair, Mii fighter costume DLC packs have introduced some of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's most iconic additions, such as the stunning appearance of Sans from Undertale via costume. Still, Mii fighters are not among the game's most popular fighters, nor do they rank particularly well in the game's tier lists. Therefore, costume DLC for other characters would likely have more of an impact and be used by a lot more people. Given that the game's DLC Fighter Edition will soon wind down, perhaps there is a chance for new costumes after that. After the recent reveal of Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, only 2 fighters remain to be revealed. While development on the game will probably close almost completely at that point, it would take very little effort to create and sell new costumes. This could help to keep interest in the game high as the Nintendo Switch reaches the final years of its lifespan. Now, I mean, there is a crazy amount of costumes that could be incredibly cool for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If I think from the top of my head, there could be really cool and interesting choices for Link from the Breath of the Wild game. There are so many armor choices, and even in the Age of Calamity, there is so much to choose from. For Little Mac, there could be outfits that really point towards the other fighters in Punch-Out, and you could really see Wolf in his classic outfits from Star Fox 64, have the change of his outfit really reflect what game he's from, and I don't even have to say it, right? Sonic really deserves other recolors and other kind of hints to other Sonic characters in the game. And there could also be some model changes. If you think about a character like Ridley, there have been a couple of different appearances that, Ridley could be modeled after. Ridley right now looks like a combination between a couple of different Ridleys, but it could really kind of look like the Metroid Prime Ridley or the other M Ridley. That could also really easily happen and be included into the game. Now, Pikachu, a character like that, could easily just have different hats based on all the different generations of Pokemon. And for Mario, it's a shoo-in. You could hint to different outfits that Mario has worn in these sports games. That could also be cool. And for Captain Falcon, he could wear different outfits that would point to other F-Zero racers. But you can go even further down the line and think of characters that could have sort of echo fighters, kind of like how Pikmin and Olimar and then Alf have been doing it, right? Mega Man and Proto Man. You could do Sonic and maybe even Shadow if you change up a couple of the animations. Yeah, there's a lot possible here, and I can't wait to hear you guys' suggestions in the comments. So of course, I would love to hear what you guys think of all this. Well, if you comment down below, that could be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, what are your costume ideas? Do you have any alternate costume ideas for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Put them down in the comments. We'll read through them and feature one of them in our next episode. And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our user Cap Cyrus saying, I think that the perfect Smash character to end off the Fighter's Pass would be Bandana Waddle Dee. Not only would it be a spirit fighter, but it would be a great end of the Smash Bros. Series. This whole franchise started with the philosophy of Kirby, and it would end with the philosophy of Kirby. Sounds like I'm writing a book titled The Philosophy of Kirby. Well, Capcyrus, I think you're right. I think it would be really cool for Sakurai to end the chapter of his life that is Smash Bros. Because I feel like Ultimate has to be his ultimate game, right? I mean, I kind of expect Sakurai back at any time because he just has a big love for this game series and it's going to be his legacy regardless. But I also feel like it would make sense for him to move on and for maybe Nintendo's, original Japan division to take over Super Smash Bros. As a series. It will never be the same. It probably won't be half as epic as Sakurai makes it, but it would be something new, right? So having it end with a Kirby character or maybe a Kid Icarus character would be fitting for him. Or maybe even a Smash Brothers solo character, right? Maybe a character like Master Hand or one of the Polygon teams or something, maybe even from the Subspace Emissary or other game modes, right? Something original from Smash Brothers as a playable character. Dare I say Sandbag as a playable character? So thank you guys so much for sending in all your comments. These are always a ton of fun to read through, and of course a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats that you guys send during live streams. You guys make blocked content possible. So if you want to have yourself created in blocked content style, join me for a discussion, or even have your own ideas become animations on this channel, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting just for you. And remember, if you are not yet a member of the blocked content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner, but there's always more blocked content. See ya!